In a couple of days, Amazon is turning on their Sidewalk network. If you're not familiar with it, Sidewalk is Amazon's way of connecting devices and possibly entire neighborhoods over longer distances by sharing a portion of your internet with your neighbors. Yes, I did say share your internet. Sidewalk gets turned on by default on June 8th. You probably should watch this video and decide if you want to opt in or out. People have mixed feelings about sharing their internet, typically. Let's talk about what Sidewalk is, the benefits, concerns, and how to turn it off. Make sure to stay to the end for my final thoughts. I have some strong feelings on this one. If you'd like to learn more about Sidewalk or the latest Echoes, there are links in the description. You can buy an Echo to try out Sidewalk, or get one just to turn it off to let Amazon know you aren't into Sidewalk. You'll show them you'll buy their device, and then turn off their feature. So what is Sidewalk? According to Amazon, Amazon Sidewalk is a shared network that helps devices like Amazon Echo devices, Ring security cams, outdoor lights, motion sensors, and tile trackers work better at home and beyond the front door. When enabled, Sidewalk can unlock unique benefits for your device, support other Sidewalk devices in your community, and even locate pets or lost items. Sidewalk is Amazon's way of connecting devices and possibly entire neighborhoods over longer distances by using a lower frequency bandwidth, along with low-powered Bluetooth devices. Sidewalk is only available in the US and is free of charge, but you might be paying for Sidewalk in other ways. We'll get to that. Most Amazon Echo and Ring devices will already work with Sidewalk and can serve as a Sidewalk bridge by using low-powered Bluetooth to communicate to nearby devices. The first generation Echo is the only device that will not work as a bridge. The new Echo Show 10 and Echo 4th generation can communicate with devices over longer distances by using their built-in 900 megahertz radios. In some cases, that 900 megahertz can reach devices up to half a mile away. By default, all Echoes in the US will become part of this Sidewalk network on June 8th. Please share this video with others who may not know about Sidewalk turning on, just in case they want to opt out. Sidewalk can create a better connected smart home, but its big feature is creating a connected neighborhood. With Amazon Sidewalk, you can use supported devices like tile trackers to keep track of pets, valuables, or other items that you attach it to. Now, to accomplish this, you do need to share a small portion of your internet for Amazon or third-party devices to communicate to the Amazon servers. The data used for Sidewalk is capped at a speed of 80 kilobytes per second. That is about 1/40th of the bandwidth of a typical high-definition stream, and it will not use more than 500 megabits of data. Amazon says this is less data than a 10-minute movie. All data on the Sidewalk network is encrypted. It has 3 layers of encryption from end to end. Items that are tracked on the network only show general street locations. It removes any identifiers from people's devices at home. It can't go into their network and browse around. None of that stuff there. This Sidewalk connected network is like Apple's Find My network that uses Bluetooth between devices to communicate location. Recently, Amazon has partnered with Tile, the tracker company. Tile will now be using Sidewalk to be able to locate their trackers with better precision. This would help both companies compete with Apple's Find My network that consists of hundreds of millions of devices. Let's talk about the benefits. Amazon lists the benefits as peace of mind for security around your house or in locating lost items. Sidewalk can also help simplify connecting devices to networks using the low-powered Bluetooth. Amazon says Sidewalk is designed to protect your privacy, and you could turn it off at any time. I think the uses for smart devices are great. There's a lot of potential with low energy devices, and using that lower, longer range, 900 megahertz frequency, I love the idea of putting devices further away, sensors in the mailbox, outdoor lighting that doesn't lose connection. It'd be great to not have lags that we see with weak connections to devices that are too far away. Now I want to take advantage of Sidewalk within my house. It seems silly not to if it makes for a quicker, more responsive smart home. As for the neighborhood Sidewalk uses, this is where this all becomes less compelling. Amazon's description is vague and really offers no motivation to turn on this network. Customers with the Sidewalk Gateway are able to contribute a small portion of their internet bandwidth, which is pulled together to create a network that benefits all Sidewalk-enabled devices in a community. This can include experiences ranging from finding pets or valuables that may be lost and improve reliability for devices like leak sensors or smart lighting, to diagnostics for appliances and power tools. That brings me to my concerns. Creating a large neighborhood or city network sounds great, but if it's only to speak to low-powered Sidewalk devices, I'm not sure I want to share my internet to create that network. Have we had such a big problem that needed solved by creating a large-scale network of low-powered devices? Please, let me know where you see the need for this beyond Amazon's reasons of locating pets or valuables. There have been options out there that people have been happy with that don't involve sharing a portion of your home internet. The iPhone has the Find My network that'll cover pretty much anything with AirTags. Samsung's growing their location tracking network similar to Apple's. There are also popular third-party trackers like Tile that are now working with Amazon. So tracking things is not enough reason to turn on. I mean, my mind goes to a cynical place. Let's create a network that's greatest strength at the moment is collecting data of everywhere I go. Once you enable location-based features, you must give the Alexa app permission to always be able to access your location. Some may say do it to give back to your neighbors. I was going to say most of my neighbors aren't going to be using this anyways, but they probably will be using it because they won't realize it's been turned on by default. Now, some may bring up that Apple or Google is doing the same thing already. Sidewalk is very similar to Apple's Find My network, but the location data that transfers through my phone to Apple's Find My network makes it possible to find my phone, laptop, iPad, and anything else with AirTags. And it's all built into the OS. It's built into the phone that already knows where I'm at. Now let's talk about the privacy side. Personally, I'm not worried about the privacy side of Sidewalk and some great amount of my personal data getting out and being used wrong. Amazon has a ton of that already with just me being a customer and using Echoes. Plus, I understand there's a lot of trading of data for services and features. The question is the service good enough to warrant the data given up? For those worried about devices on the Sidewalk network hacking your home internet, Amazon says that only devices authorized and approved by them can connect to the Sidewalk network. If you're connected on the Sidewalk network, you will not know whose bridge or network device you're using. If you're sharing your network, you will not be able to see any information from or about other people's devices that may be connected through your network. You won't know anything's happening. It's all going on in the background. Something to know, Sidewalk functionality and integration is opening up to third-party developers. You need to read any Sidewalk device's terms of service so you know what is happening with that data. Amazon's terms of service say they will collect and store data transmitted over the Sidewalk bridges. That would be pretty much every Echo is going to be passing data through it now. One thing to know, the data collected now with Sidewalk will include more information about your location. Where you go can be great information to help Amazon cater the homepage to you. You go to Target, Amazon knows. Now, if you're worried about your location being pinpointed and narrowed down, Amazon says, just like your Wi-Fi router, it's possible to look at signals to try to triangulate the location of a device on the Sidewalk network. However, we've designed Amazon Sidewalk with encryption and other security protocols to protect against the disclosure of our customers' private information and any sensitive data that may be transmitted using Sidewalk. In reading that, they might be able to triangulate your location. They just won't get any data from you when they know where you're at. Amazon says they will comply with law enforcement and provide information if it is a legally valid and binding order. Just something to be aware of, that it is not locked in a vault. Amazon does say that initially they will launch without third-party devices, but will provide privacy information later once they have third-party devices. So make sure to read the terms of service on any Sidewalk devices you get to have a better understanding. Also, check out my buddy Ian Corzine, the social media lawyer. Ian has a video on the Sidewalk terms of service. I'll put a link in the description when it is out. Now, to see the Amazon Sidewalk settings, you would go into the Alexa app, go to the More option, select Settings, choose Account Settings, and then choose Amazon Sidewalk. You get the breakdown saying it's coming soon, gives you an explanation of what's going on. You click on the community finding, and this will tell you more about how that works. This is where you have to flip that off if you're not interested in using your devices on the network. Until someone releases a service or device that makes a connected neighborhood compelling, then people might be less concerned about potential tracking and the whole data side. I mean, we're good with it on our phones. We have it with us all the time, and so much information passes through. But June 8th, Sidewalk gets turned on by default for users with Sidewalk enabled devices. That means almost every Echo is going to get it turned on unless you knew to turn it off. I question when features get turned on by default. It's not necessarily a bad thing when it happens, but I would think if you're going to start using part of your customer's internet to create a network, you should leave it off and let them turn it on after they learn about it. And if they never learn about it, then those devices just aren't on the network. Turning on this feature across all Echoes tells me Amazon needs people to participate, even if they may not know they're participating. I know quite a few people, unless I personally tell them that their Echoes are going to have this function on, they're going to have no clue that their internet, any portion of it, is being shared. And that is where I have a problem. No matter what it is, mundane, any of that, you're connecting into someone else's service. Let them choose to turn it on. Don't turn it on for them. Just my thoughts. I love my Echoes. I love all this. I don't like how this one's being handled. What are your thoughts on Sidewalk? Do you plan on enabling it? Let us know in the comment section. And if you found this video useful, you think someone else may need to know about Sidewalk, please do share it with them. Also, if you made it this far, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps it get recommended to more people. Next, make sure to check out this video over here. There is some more great Amazon device information. I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Bye.